Only 11% chance of danger. Pretty here, don't you think? So calming to the soul when the weather dies down. Silence. Get tired of it, believe me. That silence can be deceptive and dangerous. Savages are silent. You know how many people who live on the outside all the time, Sim? His tunic. Could say that, yeah. Look beneath the ashes. Ali and Sin find a travel log. Its contents make for depressing reading. Wood. Heeds the wood. Day 29 looks like. Just no fuel left to heat up our rations. Bah. Something over there. Oh, far out. Vultures. Squad members hear sounds coming from the north. A savage wrapped in swaths of cloth is being attacked by 3 gaunt vultures thirsting for blood. Oh, we need to save this. I don't know how we can do it. The squad decides to save the savage. The scouts launch into action and attract the vultures' attention to them. Beasts notice their approach but give the poor savage an adolescent bite. Distract them with food. The squad decides to distract the vultures. The scouts attract the attention of the gaunt vultures by yelling and waving rations, drawing the creatures in their direction. The creatures chase them for several minutes. Having placed the rations on a rock in plain sight, the squad members return to the battlefield safe and sound, letting the vultures enjoy their meal. Meanwhile, the savage has disappeared from the squad's sight. Karma will help us out in the long run. Wood or food, please. Beautiful. So Petra, yep, we are fine. Ooh, is that a beacon over there, maybe? Food, is this? Beautiful. So, let's get Petra. Then we can get 2. And Ali get 1. Warmth. Oh, we're getting a bit cool. So, let's camp. Okay, now we do it for energy, so Petra and Sin need to rest. We got 11% danger, so Kali and Nadia can talk. At the Dome, folks would always talk about the differences between grey people, suburbs, savage greys. Not so sure. From what I've seen, there's no point distinguishing clans from each other. There are as many different ones as clouds in the sky. The only thing they all share, you never know what they're going through. Living in a perpetual state of survival will make anyone dangerous. In the distance, a vast chunk of mountainside collapses with a deafening roar, providing the squad with a worrying reminder of Earth's instability. Okay, so we've got a bridge there, and there's nothing to collect, but let's have a look over here. Nothing. I'm no scammer, but chances of freezing to death seem to have. Okay, so we're on alley. Wow. That was a good find. Oh, what is this? The trap. In the middle of the tundra, a vulture screeches in pain. Closer inspection reveals the vulture is ensnared in a trap made of wooden stakes, cables, and rope. Its prey must belong to someone. We're pretty much full. We're full. Let's leave the player where it is. Squad decides to leave the vulture in the trap. Better not take it. Barely minutes later, 3 savages swathed in cloth and rudimentary camouflage appear. They head over to the trap and kill the creature. Not spotted the squad. This one I'm thinking we hold. Squad decides to hide. The savages calmly dissect the creature. Cully recognises their outfit. They are Western nomads, not naturally hostile, but wary of strangers like all outsiders. After several minutes, they have finished their work and head north. A bit more of a cautious approach, I think. Multiple tracks. Tracks suggest a large number of people on the maybe 50, perhaps even 100, most likely more. Marsh on. Seem to be getting to some kind of structure there. Or a big camp. With a big nomad camp. Do we need 3, 4? Yeah, why not? Did this last time and take it and then we did it. That's cool. Oh damn, we're gonna set up camp, we have a cold. Should I make a third one? Yeah, why not? Large fire, boom. Oh, because of the large fire, the danger's increased. Let's give everyone a bit of food. Schedules. Everyone should rest. Oh man. Ali says she doesn't feel very well. She has been suffering from a fever and throws up her last meal, retching painfully. Now she's starving. Man. Alright. Our last bit of food then, can I? Oh, 50% danger. Get out of here. Oh, look at all those people. Better not. Oh. This is cool art. I like this. Won't get far without food. Captain Obvious over here, eh? The stakeout. The squad stops and hides in a bush for a while. To the north, they can see a nomad encampment. In its center is the beacon. Oh, okay. The squad has to retrieve the data from the beacon to continue its quest to the Dome of Domes. What they can make out, there are 2 possible ways to access it: by the camp's well-guarded main entrance, or to the left where there is a path around the camp heading eastward. Westward. The squad has a choice to make: a direct approach, whether using diplomacy or force, or a stealthy approach. I am thinking stealthy. Oh yeah. Sneaky though, if we get caught, will not bode well. We get caught, they say. People everywhere. We're gonna get caught. Infiltration. The squad manages to enter the camp by stealth. Cannot move around as a group, they would stick out like a sore thumb with their Lazarus uniform. However, one of them could venture forth alone. Let's send... I feel like we're sending these people to die. Diplomat is sent into action. Carly isn't the most discreet, but her gift to the gab and her agility could make a good spy. Heads into the... Squad member has to choose an infiltration method. By bundling up in strips of stolen cloth from the camp, the squad member moves as if invisible. Beacon is in sight. How to get close. Wait for the right moment. Create a distraction. Um, an opportunity presents itself when a guard seeks refreshment. Nomads are distracted by the squad's maneuvers. Discussion breaks out among the savages. Nobody is looking for the squad, and some nomads even greet the squad members in passing. Squad members are free to make their way to the beacon, providing they don't make too much noise. Play beacon. We will find food, won't we? Squad members gather around the beacon. Each one needs a moment to catch their breath. As the beacon's data is hacked, communication is established with the operator. After a standard report, the conversation turns to the savages, the grey people, the survivors living outside the domes. Out of curiosity, the operator asks the squad what they think of those people. They're just people trying to survive, no more dangerous than the inhabitants of a dome. They're just people who are trying to survive, or they're good people. I don't know if they're good people. They're just people trying to survive. The operator reacts pensively to this. Conversation ends, the squad can progress as the data has been retrieved. Path to the north takes them into a new region. Nice music. I like it. Fissures in the Earth's crust are a telltale sign of volcanic activity. There's that warmth going. I need to camp, but no, can't camp. Lava lake. Squad members pick their way carefully across an underground lava lake, guided by the savages point out the safest route and lead the scouts away from the. Squad members thank the nomads for their hospitality and carry on their way. West is far from home. 8:31. The third squad leaves the volcanic tundra, guided by the western nomad. Lead them in the direction of the next beacon, heart of the Grey Mountain. Day after day, their final objective draws closer. Nice summary. Your squad is a level-headed unit and the squad members do not privilege anyone over. Your squad tries to stay as neutral and level-headed as possible in the face of death. That's pretty good. Day 31. The third squad climbs a glacial mountain range covered in ashen snow. Cold is biting and visibility is reduced to a bare minimum. The next beacon is not far away. Seriously, that's the beacon? I feel this is going to be ridiculously hard, or going to be like a landslide. I hope you liked our last meal because I don't know when the next one will. True. Probably should camp. Oh no, we've got full energy, it's just the temperature. Oh, so it's frosty. Okay. It looks like we're in a cold area. Edge of the screen there. Oh, someone's getting cold. The beacon. The squad approaches the beacon. After retrieving the necessary information about the next beacon, Petra opens a channel to communicate with the Citadel. After several minutes of wireless crackling, the headphones pick up the operator's voice. Petra reports the situation. The operator replies, "Hope hangs by a thread here. The population has started lighting candles to pray for your safe passage. Do you think you can make it?" We're on the right path. We can promise you nothing. No. The Dome of Domes is still not in sight. No. We'll make it, operator, no matter what it costs. We're on the right path. The squad expresses its confidence. The operator is unconvinced and the squad has trouble convincing itself too. The conversation comes to an end and the squad sets off after establishing the coordinates of the next beacon. Damn it! Believe in ourselves! Let's... Alright, so let's talk to everyone. Just then I came across the massive carcass of some creature with horns. What kind of horns? And was there any meat left on it? Shh, let him finish. Wow, must have been a keratotherium, creatures that roamed before the cataclysm. Thick clouds. A trail of pyroclastic clouds glows on the horizon. The squad members watch the terrifying sight from afar. Okay, so we've got enough to talk again, so let's try. Actually, there's a 31% chance of danger. Let's risk it. Your map, that'll take us north. Where does that come from again? Belonged to my parents. It's kind of outdated now. Yes. Like Callie, who deciphered the code to crack the beacons. I've read this before. We had the code to the first beacon, but nobody had ever decoded the encrypted geolocalization data in the second report. We're at the third one now. The instrument. One of the squad members finds a musical instrument, strums a gentle song. Everyone is buoyed by the familiar thrum. For just a moment, the squad members can forget their worries. That's cool. Okay, so the full moon is a good thing. Full moon of brightness. We're completely out of food. We've only got one piece of wood left. Won't get far without food. I know that. Something there. Oh no, that's bushes. Or it could be a cave. Yeah, do we get wood then? Oh. Only 10% chance of danger. Boredom. Squad members have nothing to do but watch the clouds drift past. Having the time to be bored is a luxury which reminds us just how long time can drag on. The tent. The squad approaches what seems to be an abandoned camp. Tents appear old but well preserved by the cold and frost, although some pieces of fabric have clearly been torn off. One tent in particular draws the eye. Squad members head into the tent. Inside are 4 frozen bodies. Corpses lie fallen in defensive poses. They are wearing Lazarus uniforms. Ali is certain these uniforms are definitely from the Dome of Domes. Squad members are getting closer to reaching their goal. Oh wow, so if we had... oh damn! If we had wood, we could have defrosted the bodies to search them. Damn, let's bury them. Squad decides to bury the corpses. The dead deserve last rites. After a brief ceremony, the squad members don't tarry in the abandoned